So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
One advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3 catches for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield and only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tyquan. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on third down, good for 28. First and 10, here's Richardson with it. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A run by Pacheco on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Richardson. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1.
Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on fourth and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 9 now. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fade off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right.
Busting this open, that's a good start for him.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 21 yards away. And the Wizards will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 52 yards. And the Wizards are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. There's a turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Well, that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
18.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 124 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there. 46 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Hand off down to Gibbs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Oh, look at the juke. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go, here we go.
And they will take a knee here. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot
In the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4. So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.